Just first house cost first.
No, that one I actually don't.
Okay, Mr. Chair, you can start the meeting. Just wanted to say Hank is not here. He had an emergency, so I will be here reading the report for you guys tonight. And then, yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order, 7 o'clock. Do roll call, starting with Joe.
Present.
Jill Ingber.
Chris Gombieski?
David Schwartz.
Brandon Weinbaum.
Rick Poland. All right, looking for approval of tonight's agenda. I believe we're going to amend it with Hank's absence tonight. So I think we're just going to cover the minutes and the site plan review and then table the priority list for the next meeting.
Do we have to address the number 7 still?
I think that's just a notice.
Just a reminder.
Yeah, just a reminder.
So motion to approve the agenda subject to that revision?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, approval of the minutes from February 26th. Any corrections? All right, looking for a
I'll
motion.
move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, matter of site plan review for Thrifty Flowers, facade refresh. You want to start it off?
Yeah. The subject of the site plan review is a facade refresh, sign and remodel by Olin's Construction on behalf of Thrifty Flowers at 26989 Woodward. The property is currently zoned BD and is slated to be rezoned to TD, Transitional District, to allow the owner more flexibility with the site. The use as is permitted in either zone. As most all of the building is existing and is primarily being remodeled on the 11 Mile side. With some attention, the building was used as a gas station among other things prior to Mr. Rhea's acquisition and conversion to Thrifty Flowers. During that process in the late 1980s and early 1990s, there was a site plan approved which governed the location, placement, parking, and signs. This current plan needed a variance for the additional signage, square footage, which was granted by the ZBA in February, which was 10 square feet. This is the first renovation of significance since then and well received by the ZBA and residents that have called or stopped in to see the drawings. The plan is reviewed using the architectural design requirements. The front facade of any principal building on any lot shall face onto the street. It complies. A minimum of 30% of the first floor facade area facing a right-of-way shall be clear glass. The minimum transparency for facades facing a side yard or parking area shall be no less than 20% of the facade. 11 Mile side complies, Woodward side is pre-existing. Design details, building articulation, and techniques such as variation in wall planes shall be used to reduce the perceived mass of buildings, promote human-scale architecture, and stimulate pedestrian interest. Unadorned blank walls shall be prohibited on all buildings. Removal of the existing awning, etc., and replacement with new structure and signage accomplishes this. The primary focus is 11 Mile with roof line ornamentation and parapet, as well as signing still attended on both sides. Number 4, building construction shall use high-quality exterior building materials, such as full brick and modular stone, use of exterior building materials such as cinder block, vinyl, aluminum, standard smooth-face concrete, masonry units, or exterior insulation and finish systems may be considered but should not be the primary material use, and that complies. Number 5, architectural features, materials, and facade articulation shall be continued on all sides of buildings that are visible from a public right-of-way. Attention is paid both Woodward and 11 Mile with this plan. Flat roofs shall be enclosed by parapets. Parapets may exceed the maximum building height requirements of this chapter by no more than 10%. That complies. Number 7, building entrances shall be clearly defined by architectural elements. That complies. The height permitted, 2 stories, 35 feet. Proposed is 1 story, 21 feet to top of parapet wall. Following is the scope of work presented. Number 1, remove existing awning signs and brackets on the building. Number 2, remove existing glass enclosure. Number 3, install new roof and wall components and fascia for new siding and appearance. Resurface, 4, resurface and restripe parking lot. Number 5, renovate greenhouse walls / new windows. Number 4, install new standing seam roof to structure. Number 5, install new parapet wall for signing. And number 6, interior renovations. Since this is an existing commercial property, it should be looked at in the sense that it's an upgrade of what is being proposed, and it is consistent with the architectural design features. That is it.
All right, anything to add as the applicant?
Hi, you have Luke with Orleans Construction alongside owner Anthony Rea. I think that was a beautiful narrative. As Francisco said, the primary focus is for the exterior. It's a reimage and upgrade. We'll be demolishing the existing glass solarium. That is a primary focus on the north side with a new framed-in structure, upgraded material, composite steel paneling with standing seam metal roof, and will be mimicked the signage that is showing the slat board or planking now will also be the composite steel siding that should be reflected, I think, in your packets that are in front of you. Adding notes of the awnings or structural elements at the entry, and then upgrading the roofing system at the pergola that's along the west side there. Interior, all upgraded, new lighting, LED, painting throughout the retail area. And that should comprise it. No footprint extensions, all utilizing the same footprint with foundations. I think that should cover it.
Yeah, Anthony Rea, the owner of Thrifty Florist. I think one thing, I don't know if it was mentioned or not, but we're also going to replace the concrete that's around the store from the east side, that patio area, then around the building and around the new area where the greenhouse is coming off. We're going to replace all of that. And the roof on the trellis, that the outdoor area, we're going to replace that also. And last year we had replaced the roof on the building. So.
Okay. All right, we'll open it up for public participation. Nope, no public participation. Go around. Oh,
What is going on in there?
can you please step forward to the microphone, state your name and address, and right here at the podium here?
What is coming there? You still have the, is that on the corner of 11 Mile?
Correct, it's still the florist.
It's still the florist?
Correct.
That's a big florist. Then. And what's on the top there? And underneath it, but they drive underneath that?
No. So
What?
I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the same exact footprint as what's there currently.
Correct.
Same function, just a
Oh.
facade update, signage update,
Correct.
a little bit of site upgrade, so no
Yes.
change.
Should we tell them about the
Yeah, looks good.
Okay.
What do you mean?
We need your name
Yes.
and address on the record, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, if we could have her just have her name and address.
I have to get something.
Can you just speak it into the
Oh,
microphone?
Margie Krasnick,
What's your address?
26725 Hendry,
Okay, thank you.
right next door.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jeff Abt. I live at 26881 York Road, so I'm on the bend, right around the corner. How high is the new parapet off the, because it's taller than the awning. You know, how far does that go up? You know, the
Approximately 6 feet.
6 feet higher than it is now?
Yes.
Okay. And so I assume you're lighting it at night, or how's that being lit?
It'll be downlit at night.
Okay, so there, in other words, you're planning to put lights over the top of it that are going down, or?
We're proposing goosenecks,
Mhm.
so it's a directional lighting back at the facade to minimize and reduce any shedding or flooding to adjacent properties.
So in other words, your drawing doesn't show the lights?
There are elevations that show the lights.
I
That
see.
current rendering that is up there for the perspective does not.
Okay. And are you changing the sign that you have right at the corner, which is, if we were standing at the corner, the sign would probably be behind our back?
Yes, the post sign's getting a nice upgrade of paint metal.
But it's still basically the same sign with movable lettering and all of that?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Yep, that's it for me.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and close public participation. Go around for commissioner comments. Joe?
Oh, I think it's a nice upgrade. I think you've done a nice job, and I don't have any suggestions other than possibly working with the city at that corner where you are going to enhance that sign to see if there's an opportunity to partner. We were looking at our sort of gateways, like at each of the entryways to the city, so talk with Hank and see if there's a way we can partner with you on making that corner real nice. That's all I have.
All right, Jill?
Yeah, I think it looks great. Huge improvement. I'm curious, I think you might have mentioned it, but I might have missed part of it. Is the pergola also is that new, the pergola?
The pergola is existing. It'll be brightened up, the existing wood. It's a polycarbonate or a clear roof system on it that'll be replaced. So it'll
Okay.
be brightened up, refreshed.
Yeah, and I know we're not here to talk about the signage, but I would say it would be nice if the signage sort of matched that you have now on the upgraded building. But yeah, I think it looks great.
No, I'll echo Jill's comments as well. It'll be a nice improvement to the existing building, so no additional questions or comments.
David?
Same, looks like nice upgrade and welcome change, welcome improvement.
Brandon?
One question, your downspouts for the building, are you gonna be adjusting that? Are those gonna run off or run in?
Yeah, we already have focus on it. There's an area at the pergola adjoining the solarium there where we can dump it so you don't have the watershed right at the main entries
Okay.
there. So.
Okay, I didn't see that on the drawing.
No,
I was
that's
just
just good, yep.
making sure that you had some runoff there that you weren't running it in. And then you were talking the gooseneck lighting. I think for the gentleman that was here again, the hope is, I know in the drawing you also have downlighting that you were potentially projecting back up.
We're not projecting
You're not
up,
gonna do
it's
any of that.
goose, so the big thing is there's nothing backlit or shedding out, it's all down and directional.
Perfect. Okay. Outside of that, it looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, just to clarify, the rendering, we see that the siding on the parapet is going to be different. It's going to be the metal siding.
It's gonna, match
Okay.
the solarium there, siding.
Okay, and that's noted correctly in the drawings that we have, right?
Correct.
All right, looks good. Looking for a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
All right, I think we're going to item 7, which is just a reminder that we have a joint meeting on April 24th, not the typical Monday, April 22nd. I think that's due to Passover. All right. And then public participation. Seeing none. Close public participation. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.